Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Apocalypse Challenge. Today's episode 49. Just a little bit of information. So, you are going to see that the new pack is not included in probably about the next week or so videos. I've actually had to pre record and get ready. I'm actually on vacation, guys. And the early release just so happened to be right before I had to go. So, there is going to be probably another week or so worth of videos without the extra stuff from the new pack, okay? Uh, when I come back from vacation, I'm going to have a deeper look at what the new pack is going to mean for the challenge. But for now, we are going to continue on our merry way as if it does not exist yet, okay? Um, but yes, so of course, now we are in a position where our sole purpose is reproduction because the boys finished their careers so quickly and first of all, we were ready and, like, set up to take in someone as a young adult so that she could also do a career, and obviously, she is, like, perma teenager, like, permanently, okay? So, I'm kind of upset about that, but there we have it. So now when we moved someone in, she, of course, was romantically reserved, which I had never experienced before because that's not something I choose for my Sims. Um, so we had a little bit of a struggle there, but then we finally got that going. We did have our first child. His name is Ruben, he's still a baby, um, and just to recap, we we are going to try to have 5 children, okay? And he is the first of 5, so hopefully we don't have any more than that, okay? Because with my luck, obviously, this game has been, like, I don't know, what's the word for it? Testing me with twins and everything else, and we're just hoping for 5, okay? Last time we hoped for 4, and then we ended up losing 1, and yeah, I don't know, we have 5 careers that I wanna do, and I know it's ambitious because the last time we had that many kids, we had actually 6 kids, and that would have been, like, Gen 1. Oh, Ruben! Darling, yes, a sunny infant, that's what we all want, okay? Just a happy-go-lucky little baby, okay? Um Yeah, the last time we had that many kids in the house was obviously Gen 1, where why can't I drag this? Oh my goodness, that's from the update, isn't it? I'm sure by the time you're watching this, you're like, Sam, obviously," but it's fresh for me, guys. Why can't I drag and drop? I'm the queen of the drag and drop. I do all the cleaning. What is happening? Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna keep going. I can't dwell on that. But yeah, so Gen 1 had 6 kids, but obviously they didn't all do full-time careers, and I know that we've come a long way since then, and, there wasn't high school, we weren't going there, we definitely were not responsible, right? And everyone did complete a career except for Melissa, but some of them were part-time, and they were not there the entire time, so 5 children doing, like, I'm gonna call them full-time careers. Um, excuse me. It's It's a lot to process, but I think we can manage, okay? I do truly think so. I am glad that we have unlocked everything that we have. Being able to keep our money is going to be the biggest thing, especially when, these 2 adults are gone and all the kids are starting their careers, there's not gonna be much cash, right? But our house is getting bigger. So our bills are gonna be a bit more and, we will have that little, like, cushion there for us. Um, I'm also hoping to get out of the slob era, and then we will have one more trait to function with, to add a little bit more pizzazz to our people based on, their careers and what can help them and whatnot. So that is the journey we are going on. Obviously, the outdoors, we are still building the bottom floor of the house, the extension, okay? Um, but it's looking pretty good, actually. We're doing pretty good with it. The bottom floor, I'm thinking will have, the kitchen, the dining room, the bedrooms, um, probably a little living room, and then I think the upstairs is where we're gonna keep all of the skill stuff. Okay, so that's where we're gonna have the rooms that are like, a gym style and computers, the thingamabob for research and debate, the uber expensive, like, retro looking computer that's no good for anything else other than research and debate. Um, we'll also have probably some instruments maybe. Now that we have the space, we can really set ourselves up. We can add a bar table, bar, because we are gonna have someone unlock mixology. So, actually, while we're talking about this, we're gonna run through what I'm hoping these 5 kids are gonna pull off, okay? We're going to have the Tech Guru startup branch, and that is going to unlock that worst version of any item maybe used, so we'll be able to purchase better quality items. We also have the mixologist career, which the biggest thing for us, I think, is bottle fed. Okay, and I mean, obviously, there's lifetime happiness rewards potions, which would be really good, but we're not getting that many, like, satisfaction points, so I'm not, like, overly concerned about that. We're also gonna try to unlock the writer-author career so that we can order books and use them for our skills. We'll be able to fix work rivalries, we'll be able to help ourselves when the brain block system comes through because, it never fails. Of all the things that happen, the brain block system does not fail. Um, we're also going to do the politician career, which will help us unlock the actives. And we're also going to attempt the charity organizer career. Now, it is one of the careers that requires us to be off the grid, so it will unlock like one lock of the many for that. And it is also what is what is requiring us to have the volcanic eruptions and the earthquakes, which are breaking everything. So, those are 5 hefty careers. I don't wanna have to sacrifice any of them, so I'm really hoping that we can have those 5 kids, right? So we have one, we tried for another, and yeah, that's our sole purpose right now. Obviously that and making some money so that we have a little bit in our cash for the kids, and obviously to build this house because we're doing it every Sunday, and I'm just using, like, 14 walls per Sunday instead of going in and doing 2 every day. It's very, like, daunting to do that. So we'll do 14 walls on Sundays, and we'll do the same for, like, the windows and, so we'll do 14 walls, we'll be able to do 14 windows. Um, the painting, we're going to do similarly, except it will be per wall length. It won't be per room. It'll be like pressing Alt instead of Control, you know? For those of you who know what I mean, then you'll know how it, like, the full length of the wall instead of the entire room, so it won't just be one strip either, because I think that's just too much. It's like the flooring, we could do 2 rooms per day instead of, like, 2 individual blocks. It seems just, like, a bit much when you're doing that. Um, but yeah. So that is the goal. We've already kind of outlined the size of this new piece. It is quite large. It is quite large, but you have to remember, like, I want this set up so that I never have to go back and forth, putting stuff in the family inventory, buying more stuff. I just want the space, and then we won't have to worry about it. We can have, like, a library with computers and chess tables, and everything can be better organized instead of whatever is going on here in my makeshift in this makeshift house, okay, where I have had to squish everybody in. We've had 8 Sims live in this 8 by 8 space, okay? And it was a lot, but we did make it. We did make it. Um, but yeah, so that's the plan, and I'm guys, I'm so frustrated I can't drag and drop stuff, like, how am I supposed to function? This is not good. Alright, so we are gonna get her to work out because I'm thinking that if we do have her do a career, it might be the lifeguard because that will unlock, like, kiddie pools, think there's hot tubs, but I think there's other things that lock those things, but it would be a start. It's one of those part-time careers that I like what's in there, so we could get it done. It would be like one notch off of the lock system. Oh, he's unsatisfied. Well, you know what, buddy? Maybe she is too. Okay. Now, we are at the end of Tuesday, and I'm pretty excited. This is going really well. Now, I really think that keeping her home during this entire journey is the best way to go because we're planning on having so many kids. I'm also trying not to have them back to back, but we all know how that works, right? Here I am going to drag and drop everything again. This is extremely frustrating. Hopefully, by the time I'm actually back from my vacation, that there was like a quick fix and then we can still drag and drop again because I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh no. Okay. So we're gonna put everybody to bed and we're gonna speed through the night. Hopefully no ghosts come because they slow down the night, don't they? What? Oh no. Oh, there's the ghost. There's the earthquake. It's all happening at once. Cut me some slack. Baby scared. This is wonderful. You know what? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So I guess getting pregnant from aliens is no longer a thing because it used to be, right? Like I'm not hallucinating that. Everybody used to get pregnant from the aliens, especially the males. That was big. That was a big part of the Sims. But yeah, I guess that we don't have that anymore. Because I mean, now we've had what? One too many alien abductions. Oh well. Alrighty, let's try to salvage the rest of this night. Lincoln doesn't work on Wednesdays, so we should be good to go. Look at the dust. Look at the dust. Oh my goodness. Yeah, can you just go back to bed though? Thank you so much. Oh, look, Dalton is the ghost of Dalton is cleaning up the house for us. Thank you so much. The lottery. I don't think there's a lottery at this time. Seems like something may be wrong with her pregnancy. What? We didn't even know she was pregnant. What are you even saying? Do we have to? I don't think so. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. Here's a problem that I have is that sometimes when they miscarry, I mean, obviously it's like devastating. Um, but there's also the risk of infertility and to have the entire hopes of this challenge on a baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, it was just a scare. Phew. Okay. So the baby's okay. Her fertility is okay. Dresses, right? This is a guys, this is like a part of the RPO mod, obviously. This is not a part of like the regular game. You wouldn't have any of this. You wouldn't have that kind of setup. Infertility would be something that you would have to buy, I think, from the reward store. Um, yeah. So in this case, miscarriages and stuff can lead to infertility. And so, it's fine and dandy during my regular gameplay, but like, hello, to have everything fall on the shoulders of this little guy, I don't think that's okay. Right. So she's exhausted and we don't want to go through that again. I think it's okay now because she had her one scare. See, I'm not entirely sure. I think she'll be fine. I think she'll have this baby. I think you get like one scare, like one event maybe. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just like I'm reaching at this point. Like our sole purpose right now is reproduction and someone's gonna shut down the factory, then, like, I got a problem about that. "Oh, look, she's feeding him on the toilet." You know what? Sometimes I think that's so funny, but, like, accurate though, I feel. She's sick? We're gonna clean her up and we're gonna feed her. Doesn't look like she's sick, but, like, she looked like she was having, like, a dizzy spell or something. Okay. This is so easy with just 1 baby. Maybe that's where it's at. Maybe we need to, like, take a few days between, "Okay, she is not feeling well." Maybe that would help our cause. If we waited a few days between children, right? That way we don't ever have, 2 infants at the same time, or I mean, toddlers would be, like, hit or miss, right? Because they 'Cause they're toddlers for, like, a week or something. Oh, no! Oh, no, the vacuum is broken. It's fine. Fine, it's only a few days from here. Alright, so it's 2:30 AM. She's pregnant. We knew that. Oh, it's because oh. Okay, so we didn't know that she was pregnant yet when she had her, like, you know, her scare, but now we are being notified that she is indeed pregnant. So she had her issues very early on, and we were not notified yet. So now we are officially notified, even though we already know she's indeed pregnant. This is probably not the most exciting time for you guys, but to me, it kind of is. I think it's the perfect little break from all the regular chaos, and it's going to give us a chance to work on the house and expand our space before we have 5 children running around the house trying to learn things, trying to, figure themselves out. We'll be able to create a better space for them. We'll be able to have a space for the kids and the toddlers downstairs, which is what I love to have, honestly. There is something about having the children upstairs when they can't quite go up or down because everything else is downstairs, their entertainment usually and whatever. And so I usually only ever play with a one-level house just because it's so much easier to keep track of everybody and make sure that they're look at me. Do you see me trying to put things in the garbage out of habit? But yes, so I normally just keep everybody on the same floor. Sometimes I do a second floor, but not very often. Like, if I do, there is still a room downstairs for the young children. It's just not logical, and if I do end up putting the kids upstairs, I always make sure that there's a garbage to drag and drop stuff in, and all their toys and stuff. But toddlers who kind of need a bit of both, like, it's just so much easier to have them on the first floor. I don't know, maybe that doesn't bother you guys, but to me, it's like one of my pet peeves. I have to have everybody on the same I have to have the young kids on the same floor, as the main area where your Sims spend their time, right? But yeah, so it will give us a chance to figure ourselves out, I guess. I mean, I can't believe I have to click on this to throw it away. How devastating. How much of an insignificant little thing can just about change the entire way I play my game. Like, these Sims don't pick up after themselves. And on top of that, I think every little thing that they do when it comes to cleaning just, like, makes their hygiene that much lower. It's crazy. Lincoln, I see you there. You better not put a bottle. You better not use a bottle. How many times are you gonna be changing his diaper? Oh, no, 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 no. I had him clean him up. Woo! Okay. I forgot I did that, but alright. Moving on. So, yes, I think that oh my goodness, look, everything's broken. Yeah, I think okay, the new house, the expansion of the house is going to be a decent size. You guys are probably thinking, like, "That's so huge," but it's not. If we use the entire first floor for a living space, you have, like, let's say 2 bathrooms downstairs, 2 bathrooms upstairs eventually. You're gonna have a master bedroom that has a double bed. You're gonna have a room for the toddlers and a room for the infants. You're gonna have to have a room for the bunk beds, right? Maybe 2. I think it's gonna be just the right size, and you have the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room. The dining room, I kinda wanna make big enough so that there is a space for a bar in there permanently. I don't just want it to be like a piece of furniture that we use, in the hallway or something. But, yeah, and then the whole upstairs can be used for all the rest of our skill stuff. I just think it would be more efficient that way. And thank goodness. Okay. Thank goodness you only have to vacuum once per floor to clean the flooring and not, like, every single room because that would be so abundantly extra, and I don't think I could handle that. I would not be able to use the dust if that was the case because that that would be too wild for me. Alright, so we are Friday, it is 6 a.m. Ruben is, like, the happiest little thing. He loves wake up time, which is, like, rare because most kids, it's like, hates wake up time and, you know, uh, fussy and gassy and, like, a feeding tinkler and all these things, but he's just, like, happy, and I love that. Oh, the water heater's broken too. Wow. This is this is magical. I do think, as we're about to give birth pretty soon to this second child, I do think keeping her home and having her focus on the children was the best way to go, especially because we are still breastfeeding these kids, like, she's still sick. What is happening? Oh, he just wants to go night night, like, I love that for him. We are gonna try and do our best and keep him happy. I know this will soon dissolve, this want that I have for a happy infant. I don't think I've ever had a happy infant. Even when I tried to do, like, tummy time and playing peekaboo and all of these things, I have not ever had a happy infant. Yeah. Before the other kids come along, we're just gonna enjoy, the peace that we're having at this moment. Me trying to figure out how long. So 13 hours until the 3rd trimester, so she'll give birth, like, Saturday night into Sunday morning. So we will see the 2nd child before we leave, which is nice. Dust bunnies. See, these guys are like, they have, like, a happiness meter instead of a mischief meter, so they don't scare me. I know they're not gonna catch the whole house on fire. So come Sunday, we will, replace the vacuum, and we will clean up the house once more. No, we're not going on a date, but you guys are gonna woohoo because it is the quickest way to give up to have fun. So, something that I have been thinking about is, like, now that we're on the grid, like, obviously, we turned off the electricity system for the fridge because it was using too much power at the time. We only had 2 wind turbines. Excuse me? We're gonna just take those residence keys back now, and then bye-bye. I told you, like, you've reached your limit, darling. But yeah, so technically speaking, we could have an oven, right? We could have a lot of things. We could replace the lights with the lower quality lights, but this time I wouldn't look for the off the grid lights, if that makes sense. So the lowest quality are like the subtle saucers. It's not the super subtle ones like I love so much, but we would just size them down. Um, but yeah, there are quite a few things that we could probably replace, right? Or add. And by replace, I mean, like, put them in the family inventory because we can't sell them. Sticking to, of course, the 2 per. What? Are you kidding me? Can't be real. There's no way. Again? Is it the lot? Is it this lot? Is there a problem with this lot that just says, "Yes, please come here. Take me from here." My goodness. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that having the oven is a great idea while we have that property maintenance, like, lot trait or whatever, because the explosive malfunction, it just really frustrating because it happens, you're stuck with that for, like, 24 hours, you can't go into build buy, all you can do is repair it or replace it, and we are not allowed to do either of those things yet, so that's why we haven't put the oven back where it belongs, so, yeah. But other things we can place, like I said, the lights, we can put some that are not so medieval, um, and, like, we can start once we start making the rooms and stuff, like, they're allowed to have a dresser even though they can't use it, they can have side tables, we could put little lamps, we can't really put much else, but it's something. I do find that they sleep way better in individual beds. I don't know why that is, but the minute that people sleep in a double bed, like, I know it was a part of the laundry list that they were trying to fix, but, like, it's better, but it's still not quite working for me. Like, they still don't sleep through the night, and then when one wakes up, they both wake up. There's, like, a little bit, like it's just a bit glitchier, I think, than everyone expected it was gonna be. Like, I'm not entirely sure how else to describe what I mean. Like, I know everyone's like, "Yes, it's a glitch. It's a part of life," but, like, I think it's just the way it was set up maybe? I don't know, like, because they're sleeping together by cuddling, it's, like, registering that they're both waking up at the same time too, and sometimes if one is already sleeping and you add the other one to the bed, it, like, glitches. They won't necessarily just go to bed. It's just too much. So it's just easier to sleep them in a bottom bunk. Obviously, the top bunk we save for the children because that's how we avoid the monster under the bed, guys. A double bed or a top bunk, that is the key to success. Because I don't think that we are allowed to get the light for them at this time, because it's definitely not the lowest quality light. Alright, so we're gonna get her, like, to wash up. I'll be glad when all this dust is gone again, but, like, I'm still not complaining because do you guys remember the state that we were in? This is like peanuts. "Oh, no. Go to bed, darling." So angry. I know that we are going to need other things when it comes to, like, the military. They require the other kind of equipment, like workout equipment. They're like I can't remember the name, but they're kinda like the robots that you fight or whatever, so we're gonna need those, and I do wanna get, like, a treadmill and a workout bench. I know they'll have to be the lowest quality, but maybe we can just wait until the tech guru is done, and we can start getting better quality items. So, once we unlock tech guru, the only thing that will be still locked under the worst quality is the computer. So the computer will remain the worst quality until we've unlocked I think there's 2 or 3 careers that keep it that way. I know the scientist is one of them, and I think one of them has to do with, computer engineer or something of the sort. So there's mechanical and computer engineer, and I think that they both lock a couple things behind them, so it's fine though. I can do with a low quality computer if we can get a better bed, if we can get better quality fridge and oven and, toilets that don't break and sinks that don't break every 5 minutes, I think that that would be exceptional. A couch maybe that wouldn't give them a sore back, a mirror that didn't look like it was a child's play item. chairs that look the same. We could get different cupboards. Oh, Ruben aged up. Oh, I love that. What? I'm sorry, what? I don't understand. I don't know what to do here. He should be a toddler. Why is he a child? He aged up twice? Uh, w okay. How does that even happen? That's just like an error, right? Like a one-time error. Oh no, she's having the baby right now. Oh goodness. Look at Lincoln freaking out. Okay, so we are actually Sunday, so we are going to be able to replace all of this stuff, and that is by far the most important part of the week. It's a girl. Oh, Poppy. I like Poppy. That's nice. Alrighty. Well, that's cute. Slight excitement. She was hoping for a girl. Well, look at you, girly. All right, we are going to try for a baby. I know I said we were going to wait, but here we are. What? You have got to be kidding me. This entire episode has been like one thing after another. Can we fight? They're still woohooing. He took our computer. He took our computer. Can we fight him? Oh, great. Now she's passed out on the floor. Look. Oh my goodness. Come on, Link. You got to win, buddy. I mean, you don't have a lick of fitness into you, but if you could win this, that would be great. Oh, he did. The objects were returned. Great, into the family inventory that we can't get into. All right, let's replace all of these bad boys, okay, and get our house running again for approximately 24 hours. And obviously, before we go, I'm going to make sure everyone gets to bed because no one slept. Absolutely no one. And we're going to go in and we are going to do some magic. So I don't know if you guys can actually tell what's happening here, but you do see the outline. You see the corners that I've made. Okay, I'm going to add this one here. Oh, I'm not in line. Okay. And I just have a few more that I can put. All right. And that's our update. That's as much as we can do today. So until next time, see ya.